I believe that the best way to stop illegal migration, to contribute to the dismantling.
Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Wherever you are, special greetings to you, and don't forget, if today is your first time, please do me a favor by subscribing to the channel. Also, don't forget to hit on the notification bell whenever we drop video. You can also get it and watch. In today's video, we are going to be talking about 41 immigrants drowned in the Mediterranean Sea, and also Libyans are also going to block immigrants from crossing this same Mediterranean Sea. So guys, without wasting much time, let's do this thing together. Yeah guys, as I said before, 41 immigrants has drowned in the Mediterranean Sea, and a lot of them has also lost due to the capsize of boats last week, when there was not enough of rescues on top of the Mediterranean Sea. And this is where the rescue team are recommending or are appealing to the EU to make sure that there are enough rescue ships on top of this Mediterranean Sea, which will avoid the dying of immigrants, because there are a lot of people, or there are a lot of souls that has been lost in this Mediterranean Sea. And if there were a lot of rescue ships, or if there were available rescue teams to rescue these immigrants, or these innocent immigrants who has been died or who has been keeping dying on the Mediterranean Sea, would have not happened if there should be enough rescue ships on top of the Mediterranean Sea. So this is what the shipwreck is telling the EU, to make sure there will be enough rescue ship on top of the Mediterranean Sea, which will avoid the dying of immigrants on top of this Mediterranean Sea. This event happened last week, where 41 immigrants drowned when the boat capsized. Some people even tried, to swim themselves to catch a rescue, but it's not easy on top of this Mediterranean Sea for you to swim. Sometimes they will rescue some people will die, some people will lose. So this is the kind of things that is happening on top of the Mediterranean Sea. But if there are a lot of rescue ships on top of the Mediterranean Sea, I don't think this kind of situations or this kind of things would be happening on the Mediterranean Sea. So this is coming from Libya last week, where 41 immigrants drowned. Those drowned, and some has even died, some even recovered, but still they were found dead. So this is what is happening on top of the Mediterranean Sea. Rest in peace to all gone souls, all souls that has been lost on top of this Mediterranean Sea, because it's a story. When we say we are going to say it, we are not going to finish it today. The story of this Mediterranean Sea, from the desert to this Mediterranean Sea, is a story. If we say we want to say it, it's not going to finish, or we are not going to finish today. So guys, let's go and watch that video. When we are back, we will give you the rest of the update, so stay tuned.
The UN says that at least 41 people are now known to have drowned when their boat capsized in the Mediterranean. A commercial vessel rescued the survivors and took them to the Sicilian port town of Porto Empedocle in Italy. The incident happened over the weekend and is the latest shipwreck involving migrants fleeing Libya.
Erano partiti giovedì.
They left on Thursday. There were a group of at least 120 people. They had problems very soon. They started taking in water. Some of them fell in the sea, and 6 of them died. 2 people, as they saw a ship in the distance, hoping to find a rescue, threw themselves in the water and died. 41 more people are missing. Only 1 body was recovered. They went missing during the rescue operation carried out by a commercial vessel.
It's the second deadliest shipwreck in the central Mediterranean this year, bringing the number of dead and missing up to some 160 people. The UNHCR is calling for European countries to resume and strengthen search and rescue systems. Hermione G, Euronews.
Yeah guys, I hope you have seen the video. So that is how it happens last week. And now let's move on to the next story. The EU is telling Libyans to block immigrants from crossing that Mediterranean Sea, so that this dying of a tin will not happen, because EU don't want to put rescues on top of the Mediterranean Sea. So they are telling Libyans to ban these immigrants from crossing. They spoke with one of Italian Navy commander, who is Fabio Agostini. That is the name of this Italian commander in the army. he is saying they are ready to support Libyans if they are also ready, to block these immigrants or to block the immigrants that we use to cross the Libyan to Italy or to other part of the Europe where we can reach. He is saying they are ready, to support Libyans to work autonomously to block this immigrant affecting so that immigrants will not be dying, because if Libyans are ready to block these immigrants on the Libyan coast, I don't think immigrants are going to die on top of the sea. And if they block it, that will be another story, because there are a lot of people who want to try to reach Europe by this channel. So if you want to block it, how is it that going to be possible for immigrants who wants to use that channel to cross? And the problem here is that some of the navies on the Libyan Coast Guard or the army people who are controlling the Libyan waters, some of them push, some of them do the pushing. So this is a very difficult thing for the Libyan army or for the Libyan Navy to do this kind of a thing, because a lot of them are also having their job. The smugglers, they are also having it, because this is the way they can do to survive. Because now the pushing of a thing in Libya is something that Libyans are doing to survive from it, because if we collect this 1,000, it's not going to be something small, because now Libyan, they are in their crisis, they are looking to set a new government. So doing this kind of thing is going to be a challenge. As the commander said, that Libya is in a crisis now, and this is going to be very difficult thing for Libyans to come together, to block these immigrants on this Mediterranean Sea. But if they are able to do that, that is where this dying of a thing and illegal migration from Libya to Italy or other parts of the European country will stop. So the commander of the Italy Navy said the problem here is that Libya is in a crisis now and they can't do this thing, or if they are ready to even do it, they are going to support them to block this illegal migration from Libya to any part of the European countries, so that the dying of immigrants will reduce and then the illegal migration can also stop. So guys, this is what they are also talking about, the illegal migration from Libya to Italy or other parts of the Europe. Let's go and watch that video too. When we are back, we will give you the rest of the update. So stay tuned.
Irini is the only EU operation that the bloc has in place related to the war-torn Libya. Its main task is the implementation of the UN arms embargo. Euronews spoke to its head of the operation, who was in Brussels, to ask for a mandate extension of 2 years.
Are you going to play a role in the process of this ceasefire?
Libya is in a crucial phase now. There is a transition government that should be established in the next few days. We are monitoring what's happening at sea, on the air and on the land. We are ready for any kind of support that the international community, the warring parties and the EU member state will decide for us. We are ready.
But despite the means you have, there is a lot of criticism that still arms are entering the country from the same sources. What do you have to say on that?
Well, so far we have inspected 6 ships. We are monitoring about 2,000 ships, 150 flights, and we report 20 we issue 20 reports to the UN panel of experts about possible or verified illicit activity in Libya. So these are our results that are quite, let's say, important for the small period of our activity.
Could you say that you are also helping to stop illegal migration from Libya towards Europe?
Well, I believe that the best way to stop illegal migration, to contribute to the dismantling of this human smuggling model, is to train the Libyan Coast Guard and Navy. Just because we need to let them be more autonomous in dealing with security issues in their water of responsibility. Unfortunately, at this moment, due to a political stall, our task, this task in particular, is not started. But we are confident that in the next future, with the development of the situation in Libya, we can achieve some results even in this field.
Should the foreign troops leave Libya in order to help the transition and the new situation in the region?
Well, I think there is a lot of problems to reach a stable and peaceful Libya. Of course, the presence of foreigner troops, but in particular, I would say the presence of mercenaries or illicit armed forces are still one of the problems that should be solved.
Yeah guys, I hope you have seen the video. So that is what is going on in the immigration system, the way Libyans are trying to work autonomously to ban immigrants from crossing the Mediterranean Sea to avoid dying on top of this Mediterranean Sea. So guys, this is the update I have for you today. The name still remains Official Cracker on YouTube, Official Cracker on Facebook, official_cracker1 on Instagram. You can chat, vibe me over there if you have any question, and if we have any answer to it, we are going to give it to you. As I said before, today's news will be ending here. Until we meet again in the next video, please stay safe and stay blessed. Peace out.